Dwayne Johnson encountered multiple hurdles on his journey to success. Despite gaining recognition in the world of professional wrestling, he faced concern from the movie industry when he set his sights on surpassing the achievements of Will Smith. Now, he stands as one of the most renowned figures worldwide. Nevertheless, Dwayne Johnson's original ambition was quite simple: to avoid financial struggles during his upbringing. In this video, we will take a look into Dwayne Johnson's upbringing and his self-identification. He had expressed his position openly through Twitter in 2019 and, recently, during an interview on the Pivot podcast. Let's see what he had to say, and if he was ever discriminated against while growing up. We'll also find out why he was mistaken for a female in his childhood. Dwayne Johnson, known as The Rock, comes from a different background. His father is of African descent, while his mother has Samoan roots. This sparked an online discussion among fans who questioned his racial identity. One fan claimed on Twitter that during his time in WWE, Dwayne identified himself as Samoan. They pointed out that he was portrayed as a Samoan character after his involvement with the Nation faction. He was never officially recognized, acknowledged, or promoted as the first Black champion. Even among die-hard wrestling fans, he is not commonly referred to as such. Therefore, the angle of his family's Anoa'i background plays an important role in his identity. In a surprising turn of events in 2019, DJ made the effort to respond and give clarification to the question. Dwayne tweeted, "Glad I came across this, and I'll give you guys some context and truth. I identify as exactly what I am, both, equally proud, Black Samoan. And my friend, let me expand your thoughts a bit here. I transcended race in wrestling, so there was no booked that way." Thanks, guys. Johnson deserves credit for taking the time to address the question and provide an answer. He also recently revisited this topic during his interview on the Pivot podcast. Dwayne Johnson was always asked about his race. During his appearance on the Pivot podcast, Dwayne was questioned about his background, and once again he emphasized his identification with both the Black and Samoan communities. Also, DJ took the opportunity to address whether he experienced discrimination in his early life due to his race and ethnicity. In the podcast, Johnson shared, "Growing up, I did face discrimination. I resided in the southern region during the 70s, and back then, in the world of wrestling, I would perform in small towns and live in trailer parks. Children would often question my ethnic background, asking if I was Mexican, Black, or something else. So, yes, that was a common occurrence." You can find this particular moment in the podcast at the 25-minute mark. During the podcast interview, DJ also touched upon his challenging upbringing, especially in relation to his father. Johnson disclosed that his main purpose during those times was straightforward: to avoid financial hardship. The podcast interview marked a rare incident for DJ and has already garnered more than 1 million views. Fans also praised the subjects discussed throughout the interview. A fan expressed gratitude for the discussion on depression and mental health, finding inspiration in The Rock and acknowledging that even someone seemingly invincible like him has experienced bouts of depression. The fan wants those who are suffering to understand that despite not hearing it, there are people who love and care about them. However, the fan underlined the importance of loving oneself, admitting their struggle with self-love, but hoping to discover it, and also wishing for others in difficult times to find their own path. It is evident that The Rock holds critical influence over millions of people, and he should consider engaging in more podcast interviews going forward. Dwayne Johnson was mistaken as a female DJ, not only faced constant inquiries about his race, but he also discovered that he was often mistaken for a female from the ages of 7 to 11. Johnson explained that this confusion primarily happened during his early years due to his appearance. The actor said, "I sit down next to a kid, and within 60 seconds he goes, 'Can I ask you something?' I said, 'Yeah.' He goes, 'Are you a boy or a girl?' I would say between the ages of 7 and 11, people thought that I was a little girl because I had really soft features and I had really soft afro hair." Dwayne Johnson's childhood was very powerful, and viewers can now get a more personal understanding of his life through his NBC series, Young Rock. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.